play.
I'm glad he didn't have that chain on. He wouldn't have been able to make it.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
NBA Summer League Blazers and Jazz. Portland's Nasir Little rising up for the throwdown.
I have this guy, bottom of the first round, rising to be one of the rookie stars there in Portland. I believe in their player development. Got off to a slow start in North Carolina last year, but I thought, though, he was a guy to get better once they stopped that little education thing. I think that was getting in the way of his overall development.
I ain't come here to play school.
No, Jenna.
Thunder taking on the Croatian national team. That's Darius Baisley recovering, blocking the shot right at the rim.
So this young man that committed to Syracuse, then decommitted, was thinking about going G League, ended up taking an internship with New Balance, peeled about $1 million, and now the Thunder are taking I don't want to say taking a chance on him, but he was one of the top high school recruits, year out of basketball. As part of their rebuild, he should be a big part of it. I like him a lot.
Hey, NCAA, y'all need to hit my line. Y'all got my number. Y'all know me. That's a recruiting violation. Syracuse.
No, he decommitted from Syracuse.
No, you paid him some money, you told me.
No.
NCAA, call me.
Not accurate.
Playing a little drawing a blank.
With Ohio State, get some of these other cheaters. I mean, we ain't cheating, but the
Eagles All-Pro right tackle Lane Johnson recently raved about the work that Carson Wentz has been putting in this offseason, saying Wentz is he's in a different mental state as far as training, ignoring the distractions. So, Nick, the best quarterback in the NFC is blank.
Come on, Aaron Rodgers. It's been Aaron Rodgers for a decade. It will be Aaron Rodgers for the next half-decade. The answer is Aaron Rodgers. With respect to Drew Brees and Matty Ice and Carson Wentz and Cam Newton and all the other MVPs or near MVPs in Wentz's case, Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback and the best quarterback in the NFC, bar none.
Nick, we got a successful show, right?
I hope so. I think so. As long as Jen.
That's not a successful question. I don't want that question on the board until Aaron Rodgers leaves Green Bay.
Oh, it's just all Aaron Rodgers in perpetuity is the answer.
Absolutely.
Hey, listen, guys, producers, don't ask us about the best quarterback in the NFC.
You help them with these questions.
Nah, man. No, that's their job. I just do a little...
That line is not becoming of a guy with long hair.
Well, you know what?
A guy who's bald with a skin fade, he can lie.
Okay. After 11 seasons in Oklahoma City, Russell Westbrook is welcoming the idea of a trade. Westbrook has 4 years, $171 million left on his deal, and he wishes to play for a contending team. So, Chris, the team Russell Westbrook should want to play for next season is blank.
Philadelphia, let's do this, man. All right? You got some draft capital. Ben Simmons, let's do this. Look, I can't wait on Ben Simmons to develop a 10-foot jump shot. No, I can't. Russ don't shoot it as good as I like, but he gonna always be able to shoot better than Ben Simmons. Let's do this. Let's make a swap. Ben Simmons, send him to OKC with all them draft picks, build around him. Because by the time you have a roster, he might have a free throw line jump shot. Russ, send him with Joel Embiid, light some fire under him, terrorize Kevin Durant. Hey, Kevin, the cupcake. Hey, what's going on? I'm right here in Philadelphia.
I love that trade.
Yeah, well, you the one told me.
Who says no to that? I think Philly says no, but they shouldn't. You'd have a creator at the end of games. That's a great trade. See, I hadn't thought of that one. I'm going to say the Spurs, though, the team I mentioned yesterday. The Spurs, Pop, I know people say Pop's not going to coach that much longer. That's why you make a move like this. DeRozan's going to opt out of his deal after next year anyway. Include one of your young players, Derek White or Lonnie Walker, and go try to pair Russ and LaMarcus Aldridge. It'll be all mid-range jump shots anyway. That's what the Spurs do. They just lost out on their guy, Marcus Morris. He reneged on a deal with them, so they're in a bit of disarray. The Spurs should call OKC.
Jenna, behind the scenes, executives and coaches call him a CK.
A CK?
Yeah.
What's that?
Coach Killer?
Coach Killer.
Coach Killer.
Okay.
He gonna kill Pop.
Moving on to the Lakers, LeBron James, who some people call first-time Coach Killer, might have his best supporting cast alongside him this season since his South Beach days. New teammate Jared Dudley says Kyle Kuzma is going to be the key to the Lakers' success. So, Nick, the biggest X factor on the Lakers is blank.
Frank Vogel. It's a tough coaching job now. You got some veterans that are going to need to accept their roles. You have young players that are going to need to step up, most notably in Kyle Kuzma, but also potentially Quinn Cook. You're going to have to, over the course of the season, convince Anthony Davis that in the biggest spots, you got to play the position you don't want to play, center, not power forward. So Frank Vogel with Jason Kidd looking right over his shoulder the whole time, ready to take that job. Frank Vogel's the answer.
Yeah, no one wants people looking over the shoulder, especially guys like Nick Wright and everything. Biggest X factor, I'm going to go with our boy. All right, Kuz, he is, because if he can be the consistent third threat, if he can get back to the way he shot the ball from three-point range as a rookie, 38% compared to 31% last year, because he's going to get a lot of wide-open looks. You see him spend a lot of time with LeBron off the court. Watch him benefit from being with the King on and off the court this year.
All right, let's stay in L.A. LeBron and the Lakers currently have the second-best odds to win the title next season, just behind their Staples Center neighbors, the Clippers, who added Kawhi and Paul George to their already deep core. So, Nick, the best team in the NBA right now is blank.
I picked to win the title last year, the team that looked like the best team in the league last year until Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals, maybe Game 3, the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee was a 60-win team. They bring back everyone of consequence except for Brogdon. Giannis is still on the ascent, even though he just won MVP. Middleton back, Bledsoe back, Brook Lopez back. And the East is more wide open. I say Milwaukee.
I'm going to play along with you because you say Milwaukee's the best in the East. Whoever you say is the best in the West, my team is the best being the Clippers. Ooh. If the Clippers get to the finals, you think Giannis want a piece of Paul George and Kawhi?
Man,
because, man, he had to go to Greece to get away from Kawhi last year. Kawhi put that claw on him after game number 2. He still got a death grip around the back of his neck, right, like a puppy. All right, you think they want to be in the finals against both of them? The Clippers, man, because of what they can do. Kawhi Leonard, one of the 2 active players that has more steals. They play that music. It's time to get off.
More steals than fouls?
More steals than fouls. Him and Jimmy Butler down there in Miami, active players. Kawhi Leonard. Put that claw on.
Gotta take
play
a break.
that music on me, man, a little early.
Much more first things first.
Give me a little more time in my acceptance piece. I like to thank my mom.
I'm sorry, Jen, I didn't want to hear your story. Please don't be mad at me anymore.